listen, I have no idea what this vlog is going to be because my life right now is an absolute craziness, chaos. I guess I should say hi, my name is Mariana, welcome to my channel, you're watching Lucifer's Library, and I hope you have a fun time here. On Friday, I had a job interview and I got the job. I had made several hauls. I have a problem with stationery. I keep buying and buying and buying, and so I'm just gonna show you what I bought because I love talking about stationery. For the past few years, I've been really heavily into bullet journaling, so I bought these colors, thinking that these pastels, you know, they look different, they all look very fancy. I thought they looked different from what I already have, and it turns out that I have highlighters exactly the same colors as these, and I also fine tipped pens that are exactly the same colors as highlighters, and now these. So basically the green one here is the same color as this one, so I can mismatch. These are brush pens, then I have highlighters, and I have fine tipped pens. I also got this insane deal on markers. 60 markers were on sale from 22 euros to 11 euros because the top of this was broken. But when I got them, actually when I brought them home, 15 out of 60 were dried out. So I had to Google how to refresh dried out markers, and if you don't know, basically if you have alcohol based dry markers, you can use rubbing alcohol, or you can use ethanol like I did, or you can use even nail polish. I did that and now they all work perfectly. I also bought this organizer and it perfectly fits all my pens and everything that I need. I previously had all my pens in cups or mugs and it took up so much space, and now I don't need to waste so much space because I have everything organized based on use. Anyway, this bullet journal, it is my study journal, which I had for all my classes this year, all of them that I passed, my midterms and all that. Now, ever since I finished school, I obviously don't need the dailies and I don't need the study spreads, so I basically just track my reading. So many DNFs in August, then we go to September, and each color is a different date that I read. I also have this reading journal and it is so thick. Look at it. It got so thick. His soul is on to better things. Just wanted to kind of show you my little journal because I'm so proud of it and I can't wait to give you a tour. I also have this bullet journal, which is my 2022 journal. In July, I just needed something to get me going. I needed something where I can write my to-do list and everything down, but I didn't want to use this one because at the time this one was just for studying and stuff. And so I wanted to start a whole new one, and it's already quite filled out. I don't know if you can tell, but we have future log, and we just have these like habit trackers and positivity log, and then we have all these spreadsheets. And as time progresses, I kind of tried new things, different habit trackers, and then different ways of tracking my dailies. Now this month I'm doing it like this, so basically I am doing a rolling weekly, and yeah, like that. So it's been a lot, and I really love this one. I use this one every single day. It helps me focus and get my productivity going, and even like get out of bed, and helps me just do at least one thing a day so that I feel like I am not wasting my life, or I am not falling into this pit of depression where I just don't have any reason to get up in the morning. Anyway, as I went on to ramble about my bullet journals, I always have this fear of running out of bullet journals. So when I was in Teddy, where I bought the markers and the stationery organizer, I bought this bullet journal, and I initially thought that I was gonna use it for next year, but I don't know when I'm gonna use it. The pages are quite thin. I am so excited for it. I really like this one. I think it's beautiful. Other hobbies that I have apart from like stationery and stuff, I also finished 3 puzzles in September, I would like to say. Yeah, last month. 3 puzzles. One of them is here, one of them is in the kitchen, and the other one is still on my bookshelf because I have nowhere else to put it. I already glued it together. Everything is perfect, but I don't know. I like doing the hobby. I don't know what to do with the stuff after. Another hobby that I do have, recently I started collecting leaves for some reason. I don't know why, just so that I can stick them in my journals. And I started doing watercolor. I don't know, some type of fish. And I even, oh wait, this is a spoiler. I have to show you. This is my new this is my new plant. Her name is Johanna. My dad named her after I impulsively bought her at Lidl. And basically, she's a little bit roughed up, okay? I'm not gonna lie. When I saw her, I knew like her leaves are roughed up, and she's not in the greatest condition. However, I fell in love and I needed her, and I love her. She is my favorite. I had to cut off one of the leaves when I got her, and since then she made 2 new leaves. So clearly she is thriving in my home, and I love her so freaking much. She is absolutely adorable. The only reason why I'm telling you this is because I made a watercolor drawing of it. Like I love it. I love Johanna. She is my pride and joy. She is the prettiest plant that I currently own, because at the beginning of 2021 I kind of committed a plant murder. I don't know what you would call it. Basically, a lot of my plants died and I don't know what happened. I recently became really into diamond paintings, so I ordered 2 diamond paintings from AliExpress just to try it out, because I never did, you know, I never tried it out. And I actually finished my first one. This is really cute, by the way. I wish the resolution would be a little bit clearer, because when you come in closer, it becomes clear that it's not like Ultra HD or whatever. Now I am on to this one, which is a wolf kind of painting, and this time I decided to put parchment paper instead of going with the foil that you originally get. So it's a little bit easier to cut up parchment paper and pick it up and have just an area that you work on. And at first I had my little diamonds in a plastic bag, but now I put them in these little containers, which I also got from Teddy, which is I think the equivalent of a dollar store. I don't know. So that went great. I am really happy with my little projects. I like to switch things up. I always like to constantly be doing something or have a hobby. And in September I really started reading more and doing more audiobooks because I had so many different hobbies. Why do I look like an egg? I am giving this bed to my sister, this big chunky bed that's been really, like, the mattress is really heavy and I hate how much space it takes up in my room, so I am getting a smaller bed. Yes, I know I will probably regret downgrading. Right now I can tell you nobody stays in the kitchen, nobody stays in the dining room. My dad is working, my brother moved out, and now I'm here. It's just me. And even like I have 2 pets in this house, my bearded dragon and my parrot. We used to have a big dog, and now the house feels just empty, and I spend the majority of my time either in my room or in my room. The house doesn't really feel like home when it's just an empty house. Hi everyone, so I'm back in my cozy sweater. I just came home a couple of hours ago. Today was my first day at work. It's Saturday, so I had training today and I have training tomorrow, and then I start on Monday. Technically, I already started. I'm feeling optimistic. I have also been reading, but it's been so sporadic I wasn't even filming. But I did finish You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. This is my first Emily Henry book, and overall I thought this was just a beautiful book. I felt what this book I think was supposed to make you feel. I felt the longing, I felt the friendship, I felt like I knew these characters. I find it so beautiful how we see how they're growing together, and then eventually they fall apart, and then we get the start of this book where they try to patch everything up. I really like this book, okay? I think a 4.5 star read for me. Definitely very touching. And then I read Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, and this is a book about the therapist going to therapy, her life breaking down and breaking apart and just falling apart, and her journey into piecing it back together and how therapy helped her. And she's a therapist herself, so we get these stories about, you know, some of her patients. But I just really thought I don't know, it was a very good book. I couldn't put it down, which isn't always the case with all nonfiction books. But I did read it for my TBR prompt because I needed to fulfill the nonfiction TBR prompt. Reading's been going well. Life is full of changes. I am quite tired, so I think this is where I'm gonna finish this vlog. Who's your good dog? Who's my cutie? Who's my cutie? I love you. I love you. Oh, I almost forgot. I finished my diamond painting. Look at the beauty. It looks so good.